Happy Halloween, Scorpio. This is Mary Elizabeth with Sacred Love Tarot, and this is your November 2022 Tarot forecast. So thank you so very much for turning up and tuning in. I hope this reading finds you well. We are going to be using the Energy Oracle, the Crow Tarot, and the Spellcasting Oracle. So let's give our Energy Oracle a quick shuffle. I want to do two because I feel two is important. I don't know why I feel two is important, but I feel it's important. Perhaps maybe a balance, right? So we have Garden in the Gate and Appreciation. So we know that Garden in the Gate is talking about moving beyond your comfort zone, moving beyond the box, right? Moving out of the box, doing something different, recognizing and understanding that there's a huge world out there to be explored, and by staying where we're comfortable and complacent, it keeps us there. It keeps us from exploring the world around us. It stops us from having these wonderful adventures and seeking out new opportunities. And if you were to find the strength and the courage and the wherewithal, Scorpio, to go beyond your limitations that you have placed on yourself, the appreciation and love, and it could be because apprehension came out. I feel that there is a apprehension. I feel that there is a little bit of uncertainty. It's kind of like keeping the rest of the world at an arm's length, right? Keeping the ideas of stepping out of your comfort zone at an arm's length. And when there is that opportunity to go beyond, and when we do find that courage to go beyond the limitations that we've placed upon ourselves, there is so much appreciation and recognition. It's like we go from the mindset of a child, a mindset of fear, a mindset of uncertainties and insecurities and comfortability and complacency, to this person who is comfortable in their skin, comfortable with the decisions they make, comfortable going out into the world, comfortable being at the center of what comes from making your own decisions, right? It's almost like, I want to say, I've grown up. I get it. I see it. I recognize how important it is to step out of my comfortability and step into being the grown-up, doing what needs to be done, taking responsibility and accountability. And with that comes an overwhelming sense of appreciation and love. So we're going to shuffle the Energy Oracle again. 2 times. We have the Attachment card, and the Attachment card is like the devil in the traditional tarot, right? It's wearing masks to fit in. It's being attached to being in that place of comfortability, just accepting that, right? And it's wearing a mask to kind of fool people into believing that you have it all together, that you have it all going on. Happy life, happy home, happy job. You're happy where you are. You're an adventure taker. You're an explorer. You give off the airs of all of these wonderful things. But in reality, there's this onset of fear and uncertainty that comes from the thought of even breaking away from what keeps you stuck. The word that came to mind is mud, and the image that I got was quicksand, right? There's this feeling of being stuck in mud, and anytime I try to move, it feels like I just go deeper and deeper into that. So you also have yin and yang. Hold on one second, let me get a drink. Okay, thank you. So we have yin and yin and yang is recognizing. Yin and yang is the card that has you going within and recognizing where all of this instability comes from. Why do we give off airs as if we are all of these just wonderful components? We're adventurous, we're outgoing, we are out there conquering the world, we're adventurers. We just, and when in reality, what we're doing is wearing masks to get people to believe that we are this when really we are not. And so the yin and yang is asking you to kind of go within and recognize why you are, one, the way you are, and why, two, you desire other people to perceive you in a totally different way. And why not just be you? Why not just be? Why not just have that happy family? Why do we have to? Why do you have to? Why do you feel that you have to get people to acknowledge a version of you that isn't a real version of you, right? Is it to stroke an ego? Is it to get something tangible? Is it to make friends? Is it to, because the only thing that this is going to do, I want to say, there's a saying that I heard before: the more masks you wear, the more you got to keep up the facade, and it becomes very difficult to keep up a facade. It becomes very difficult to keep everything straight. Who are you around this person? 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 Wouldn't it just be better to just kind of go within and recognize who you are as a divine being, as a co-creator with spirit, as a human having a spiritual experience, a spirit having a human experience, as someone who desires love, attention, someone who desires abundance, prosperity, and gratitude. Just be you. Just be you. There is no reason to, and you'll find that you being you will guide more authentic people into your life. It will guide more authentic relationships into your life. It will guide more, not just authentic relationships, but authentic love relationships, passion relationships, business relationships, friendships. So you have the ability to create the life. You have the ability to create the life that you pretend to be living. You have the ability to do that. And that's just getting out of your head, getting out of your own way, releasing the attachments that releasing that part of you that feels the need that you're only accepted if you present yourself to be this particular way. It's like I don't want people to see the real me, the real who I am, the perhaps maybe insecure, doubtful person, perhaps maybe the person who is genuine and who loves deep and who wears their heart on their shoulder. Behind this mask, I can be hard. I can be, the adventurer. I can be the one who takes chances. I can be the badass. I don't have to. I'm not vulnerable behind this mask. I'm not. I can't be deceived, or I can't be broken behind this mask. When the mask is off, I'm very vulnerable too. So wear the mask to pretend to be something different and sacrifice everything that you desire. Take off the mask, be who you truly are, and open yourself up to creating the you that you want to be, and creating the family that you desire, creating the balance that you desire, creating the opportunities that you desire, this time with you being you. Not you being the you that everybody else thinks you should be. So let's shuffle this wonderful Crow Tarot. The Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Cups is someone coming in with with messages of love, right? Messages of love and compassion and sensuality and all of this. And I think the Knight of Cups is also that energy of someone who, and it's kind of like the position that you're in now, right? Wearing that mask. The Knight of Cups is someone who comes in with all these feelings of love, all of these messages of love, all of this, all of that. And then when it's time for them to step up to the plate and give what they've promised, they have this fear of commitment, or this fear of not being able to provide, and then they run, they ghost, right? And I think that maybe a little bit of your issues is that you have had that happen to you so many times that it is easier for you to wear a mask and pretend to be something different. So these type of people are not attracted to you, or not, you know, because it's that whole thing about a strong woman, right? Or a strong man, or a strong, whatever you see yourself as. Some people think it's very hard to take advantage of someone who is very capable, very strong, and so if you don't feel that way about yourself, then you wear a mask to perceive, to, you know, to make people think that you are that type of person. So the users and the abusers and the taken advantage ofers shy away from that strength, that power, if you will. So I think that maybe you've been hurt in the past, and perhaps this is why you feel the need to wear that mask. So we have the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Wands. I feel that by you coming to the realization of finding your true self and bringing this energy to balance, you were then offered like a gift from Spirit, right? The Eight of Cups, happiness, abundance, joy, gratitude, love. The Ace of Wands, movement, adventure, opportunity. This could be travel. This could be you moving to a completely different place to find that happy family, to find your strength, your power, to find that balance. I have friends who had to move completely out of state in order to be who they truly desire to be, because the place that they were in just held them down. It was filled with so many people and so many memories and so much hurt and pain that everywhere they looked, they were reminded of the person that they used to be. And then they went to a different state and found that there was more out there, and they loved it so much they're moving there. So this could be the situation that you're in. It's the Ace of Wands gives us this opportunity of growth, gives us opportunity of creativity, and gives us this opportunity to shed the old. And it takes us on this new adventure, and we go on this new adventure with love and compassion and joy and gratitude, and our cup runneth over. This is also growth. So you're growing out of that individual who you were, that individual who thought they needed to wear a mask, and you're finding the balance within yourself. You're walking away from the need to have someone, anyone, right? And I think there's a little bit of that going on there too. And you are finding the strength to just be you. And I feel that the only way that you're going to come out of this facade is by, one, finding that balance within you, but perhaps finding it somewhere else. You're making a move, going on an adventure, going on a journey, going on a vacation, just leaving for a while, and recognizing or coming face to face with your true self, who you truly are, not that version of you, the happy version of you, the excited version of you, like the High Priestess, the Judgment. So the High Priestess, right? You just being this high vibrational divine goddess, you being this high vibrational divine energy that is capable of pulling back the veil and seeing things for what they are. The balance, the ebb and flow. Someone who is able to write their own story. Someone who's able to create their own life adventure just by tapping into who you are as a divine being. So then we have the judgment, something coming back from the past and you slaying it, right? You coming out of it like a phoenix out of the fire and leaving what doesn't serve its purpose behind. So you have a lot of opportunity here so far in this month of November, if you were only to remove yourself from being the person that others see you as, and maybe even want you to be, as opposed to whom you truly are. Yeah, the Tower. So the Tower is going to show you the way. I love the Tower because the Tower shows the way. The Tower says, okay, so you have all of this in front of you that may be hidden from you, right? Or all of this in front of you that you may be hiding from yourself. So it's like feeling like a fish out of water, feeling like a caged bird, feeling like you're inadequate, right? And the moon, it's about you finding what's hidden. You finding what's hidden from you. And the Tower helps you do that, because in reality, we as humans don't want to see our faults. We don't want to pull back the veil and say, you have to release this, 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 and this. You have to let go of all of this in order to be this. We don't want to do that. That's frightening. It's scary. But in order to be successful, in order to move forward, in order to change those things about you that are stopping you from stepping into your divinity, or stop you from accepting your universal inheritance, we have to acknowledge it. Sooner or later, it has to be acknowledged. And there may be some who don't want you to acknowledge it. There may be some who are trying to intervene to knock you off balance and to keep you the way you are, whatever version of you that person enjoys, right? Whatever version of you that person enjoys. Is it the uncertain, scared, insecure, hurt, stuck in the mud, quicksand version of you that person enjoys manipulating and throwing off course? Or is it the version of you that frightens them, the powerful version of you? But there has to be a version of you that needs to take accountability and say, I'm capable of all of these great things, but I have to do all of this in order to get it. And there has to be some sort of courage and strength there. There's all these opportunities around you, but they're not ready to go yet because you're not ready to go yet. So the Queen of Swords, make that command decision to go. Make that command decision to make this transformation. Make that command decision to cut those fucking chains and to be who you truly are. Continue to work on yourself and look at this from a different perspective. I mean, if you, oh my gosh, if this was your daughter, if you were doing this reading, or if your daughter was this particular person, how would you feel? What would you say? right? You would want her to be the strong version of herself. You would want her to be the powerful version of herself. You would want her to be her own individual person, regardless of what that means. But you'd want her to do it with strength and compassion and power and empathy and gratitude and joy and happiness. And you'd want her to step out and be her true individual self, whatever that means, and to take back her power and to stand in it. You wouldn't want her to constantly wear masks because she was too afraid of being herself, from being hurt from whomever hurt her, or him, or them, or they. So that's like what I feel like here. I feel like I'm talking to my child and saying, look, you may not be seeing the changes, but changes are always happening. And you have this power within you to take control. You have the ability to take control. You have the ability to see what needs to be changed. You have the ability to move, to go away, to get unstuck out of that muddy quicksand, and to create a foundation somewhere else. It doesn't have to be here. It doesn't have to be here where people only desire you for the mask that you wear and what you bring to their lives through that. Change is coming, but you have to step into that strength and courage and find the passion to do it, right? You have to take off that mask and fit into this world somehow. I accept you. I accept the true version of who you are. And when you step out into the world with that true version of who you truly are, then doors start to open. That version of you that wears masks and that pretends to be something else to make other people happy, that's not you. That's not the true version of you. The true version of you is someone who is connected to the divine. Someone who has potential and opportunity, someone who is strong and takes control, who stands in balance and stability, someone who desires a happy family, someone who desires to tap into their magic, tap into their spirit-given capabilities. And if you ask, it shall be given. I do want to say that. Talked about having compassion for yourself, for the world, for everyone around you. Many blessings coming to you. Allow them to come to you. This can be about your career, or it can be starting a new career. It can be climbing that corporate ladder. It could be you moving to a completely different place, and and being your true, genuine self and truly climbing that corporate ladder, or creating this world for yourself. We have the travel. So yeah, I think that if you got away from where you are, you would see that regardless of whoever those people are that only accept you when you're being the version of you that they want you to be, the rest of the world accepts you exactly as you are. And if they don't, fuck them. Know that you're divinely guided and loved, Scorpio. And until next time, take care of you.